Live from Studio F in Fairfield, Connecticut, this is PWOP, back with another episode of DSPisms. And I'm getting back on the saddle again after not having made an episode for a couple weeks now. So, to make it up to everybody and give you guys your fix, this is going to be a special jumbo-size 2-part edition of DSPisms because there's just way too many clips of the guy to go through right now. So, without further ado, let's rip into some of these clips.
Well, let's see. Oh, here it is. It's called Pandaboo Ramune. A pack of tiny soda-flavored Ramune in a panda, cat, frog, or pig-faced package also includes a mini manga sticker. It does? And that gets us up to 66 and climbing. So Mulsibush says, I'm one of those people. I met you through a mirror channel. Very toxic and vicious people there. I can understand that they don't like or they even hate you, but why hate and attack people that support you? They know nothing about those supporters. Some are even young people, and cheers. Those closeted fans out there who can't man up and admit to themselves that they actually enjoy one streamer or the other and must lie even to themselves. You will forever live at the shadow of what other people think of you. Wow. We're getting some insightful stuff. Some insightful stuff on today's stream, man. That was well said. I had things like gout and stuff like that, and I need to adjust my diet to be healthier. Look at my weight now compared to what it used to be. I used to be 240 pounds. I'm 195 pounds now, and even losing more. So there you go. You say, exercise. Yeah, exercise, meaning just make sure that you have some basic stretchability, right? Nimbleness, and you're not all, sitting and not moving all day. I don't, I'm fine with that regard. I'm not in any situation where I'm like overweight and I'm decrepit and I'm anything like that, right? And then you say, well, therapy. No, therapy, no. Well, you could stretch. You could do things. Doesn't help when you do it in your sleep, all right? There's a difference between, oh, I have an unhealthy lifestyle and I just sit around, I'm overweight and I eat bad and I'm a big no load and I got bad heart conditions, I got freaking diabetes, and now my joints hurt and I'm hurting my neck. There's a difference between that and you're someone who literally has had chronic spine issues since the 20s. You know what I'm saying? I've had this for 20 years of my life and it's not going away. It's just something that I will kill, I should say. You guys, let's hit 50. All right, let's do it. Jay says he had missed this and he's enjoying it. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It is. Wary is the neck that holds up this oddly shaped head. That is correct. My neck is worn out, man, from holding up this ginormous cranium, this big egg. Controversy today of me, getting embroiled in a battle with someone else on the internet over something stupid like a PC or a fan site or, I try to stay as far away from any drama as I can. I'm not going out there poking the hornet's nest and talking shit about people and trying to cause problems like I used to in the FGC. Like, these are things that are long in my past, thankfully. All right. But that's the thing. Like, I feel like when you look at a documentary like this, it's going to be focusing on all those controversies. So tomorrow is State of Play. Sony dropped this today out of nowhere. Hadn't really given any hints that this was coming up. But tomorrow is their next State of Play presentation. As you can see, Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Central.
Yeah, think about it. Central time is 6 hours ahead of Eastern time, right? That makes sense.
Wait, that's not Central, is it? Isn't that like worldwide time or something? Like universal time, I think. So you can watch it on YouTube and Twitch. So what's it going to contain? It's going to have updates regarding major games, and the rumor is that it's going to be about 40 minutes long. I think there was an item that people were saying I could combine to do that ice thing, but also now I have the components to go back to the forge and make that a sword with that bark that we found, and then we could go back to the other area, to the final part of the Underdark or whatever. By the way, Stealthy Kupo, 6-month membership says, have you ever seen an actual 4-sided die? No. Could you make a 4-sided die? Is that possible? I have no idea.
Really shows the type of person he was back in the day. Can only win when people don't know better. Can't hold his own against people in the same knowledge.
Except that I'd regularly beat top players who had way more experience and knowledge than me back in the day. Nice try. I was known as the upstart up-and-comer, who basically was the runt who was beating the top-tier players, and that's why a lot of people didn't like me.
But it's saying that like
Also because I had a really fucking big mouth and I talked a lot of shit, and I regret that now.
And that's going to be it for part 1 of this episode of DSPisms, but tune in for part 2. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to want to find out who gets crowned the Intercontinental Champion of the World. It's going to be a real no-miss event here at Meaningful Mania.